Your face, you're just like, welcome in, everyone. We are 2/3 of ourselves tonight.
Now I hear myself double time. Okay.
We are without a doctor in the house, but he is in spirit and chat.
Catified.
But he is with us always. When there were two sets of footprints, it's because T-Mobile failed us again. Welcome anyway to episode 51. It is season 2 officially of Artisan Escape, Artisan Exchange. It is Friday, August 14th at 9:22 p.m. Eastern Time. How was your week?
The week's been pretty good overall. I mean, nothing too exciting. Um, just working a lot. But I have lost quite a bit of weight. I am 10 pounds away from my goal weight. Well, the top of my goal weight. So that is definitely a plus that I found out this week.
Yeah, I was going to ask you in the green room if you've been losing weight because
I have. I've
your
lost
face looks a
about
lot
30
thinner.
pounds.
Yeah, I've not.
I was 250 whenever I started working, and now I'm down to 215. My
Excellent.
goal is to be somewhere around 200 to 205, and that's kind of where I want to stay. So,
I started when we started the podcast last year. At this time, I was like 317. My goal was 215, and now I'm 340. So awesome.
honestly, it's a lot of, obvious the work that I do is very physical and very condition heavy. Uh,
Yeah.
So it
The
doesn't take me a lot to work off some weight. And then I just started cutting heavy calories out, started eating a little bit cleaner and just dropping weight like crazy.
yeah, that's how probably the easiest weight I lost was when I worked at the post office because I was 12 hours on my feet the entire time.
Yeah.
And, walking and moving stuff. And I mean, I would have lost more weight than I did. I lost 20 pounds in 2 months, and I would have lost more than that if I didn't stop at the gas station and get an icy and hot dogs every night on the way home.
Man, I tell you what, my kryptonite is probably those iced honey buns.
Oh, God.
Oh my.
Cannot
I
eat
love it.
those.
And it's strange that, I'll go into a gas station and I'll get like a Diet Dr. Pepper or a Coke Zero, and then I'll get one of those. And it doesn't make any sense whatsoever to mix
Dude,
those 2 together.
could
But
never eat one again.
I would much rather eat the calories than drink the calories.
See, I'm weird because, like, I don't even, like, drink a lot of calories. If I drink anything, it's usually a Coke Zero occasionally. Like, tonight, I got, like, one of those
Yeah.
Baja Cabo Citrus. And, but like I have this thing, if I drink something other than water, I have to have something to eat with it. So I will just eat extra food just because I have a drink. So I'm better off just like not drink anything unless it's water.
Yeah, you just gotta stay hydrated though, especially right now. Man, it's
Gosh,
been
it's
so freaking
miserable.
hot. Oh.
Yeah, we were gonna take my son down to his first movie tomorrow, and we were trying to find which theater to go to because we're taking him to see the Paw Patrol movie, and I wanted AMC and Regal both do different like promotional things, and I checked. The one I wanted to take him to was Regal because they apparently had like a special kids meal that came with a popcorn bucket, but the popcorn bucket was like literally like a tin lunchbox that opens up, and I'm like, that would be awesome. He starts kindergarten next year; he could have that for school. But apparently those started going on sale like a week ago, and they've already bought them all. They only one theater in town had them. It was the one down west, and
Mhm.
so I was like, well, never mind. So I called the AMC theaters, and one of them didn't have anything, but the other one did. And they're like, yeah, we've got everything. We've got the blanket, we've got the little cup toppers, we've got the popcorn bowls that are shaped like dog bowls. And I'm like, I guess that's where we're going tomorrow. But I was kind of glad because I'm like, if we went to the one downtown,
Yeah.
like I do not want to walk downtown as hot as it was today. I just getting him to the car. He had a nephrology appointment today, and just walking to the car, I was like, this is freaking miserable. I don't want to be out here. So I hate summer.
Because my Tuesdays are all downtown. I start on the street where that theater is, and then Market Square,
Yeah.
and I'll literally just run up and down there all day long.
I just need to walk up there and see you sometime then.
I mean, yeah. I'm there. It's only on Tuesdays. That's the only day that I'm there. Everything else, I'm
Gotcha.
Pigeon Forge or Sevierville.
Are you usually there around noon?
No.
Oh, well, then I'd never see you then because it's the only time
Normally
I'll leave the
before
building.
10. Oh. Hopefully, I'm done by noon. Normally on Tuesdays.
That sounds like a nice, but I know you get up super early, so
I mean, I start at 3.
yeah, it kind of reminds me of the stocking job I used to have where it was like 5 to 1 or 5 to 2 or however fast you got done with it.
Which, I mean, I kinda like that because there's nobody out at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, you do have the random homeless person that'll scare the crap out of you because they start moving, and you don't know they're there.
Oh yeah,
Especially if you're not paying attention, because I always wear headphones, while I work, and I'll just be listening to, something, and then I hear
speaking of speaking of homeless, here's his story that someone at work told me the other day. Won't say any names or any locations, but she said that she was walking downtown with her granddaughter and she saw an employee from a restaurant talking to a homeless person, and then they traded vapes with each other. I
wow,
was like, that's pretty gross.
that's bad. I see people all the time, and especially before, like, the sun comes up, it's a whole lot worse, but, like, digging through,
Mhm.
cigarette bud containers,
Oh, God.
and I was like, "Oh my gosh," just to get, a little bit, and then, like, digging through the trash and stuff like that, and it's just I don't know. I feel sorry for them, but,
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing that I can do, honestly. Um, so how was your week?
It was busy. One of my coworkers is out. She had surgery, so a little shorthanded. I was out
Yeah.
today because I had like I said, my son's had his nephrology appointment, so I haven't been there all week. But the what I have been there has been very busy, so it's kind of nice to have the weekend.
Yeah.
But I'm exhausted. Tuesday night I was going to stream, and then I laid down with my son to put him to bed, and then I just ended up sleeping for 9 straight hours. Like, I fell asleep at 9, I woke up at, like, 6, so and I'm still don't feel caught up on sleep. But last night I didn't go to bed till, like, 1 or 2, so that doesn't help anything.
Yeah. Last night, I didn't really sleep well because I kept waking up thinking that I was late, and then I started my day around, like, 10 or 11 o'clock,
Yeah.
and that is absolutely horrible for me.
Well, I've also been sleeping in his little twin bunk bed with him, for, like,
Oh.
over a week now, so, that's not been good sleep to begin with, but I also we have, like, a work policy, um where you have a little bit of a grace period to get to work, but you should really actively try not to use it. And I've been trying to do better about not having to use it. So I'm making sure to get to work by 8 a.m. Um, but the way I do that, because I just can't get out of bed, is I have an alarm set like every 5 minutes for an hour. So I'll have the is it 5:45 alarm, then the 5:50, then the 5:55, then the 6, and I wake up, turn one off, and I sit there for 5 minutes. I'm like, it's
I'm
like
definitely
I
not
know I'm
that
gonna do
person in
it.
the morning.
Well,
Like, as soon as I either wake up before the alarm goes off,
yeah.
or, like, as soon as the alarm goes off, I, like, wake up and I'm up. Like, I just, like, bounce right up.
I never can anymore. And, like, the only time sorry, gosh, I'm so tired. The only time I can really get up in the morning is if I know I don't have to be anywhere, and I just want to get up and do stuff. Like, tomorrow, I'll probably get up, pretty spry because all I have to do tomorrow is take my son to T-ball and take him to his first movie, and those are pretty exciting for me.
So that's his first movie?
Yep, he's never been to theater. He doesn't know what a theater is. Like, I keep trying to explain it to him, and he's just kinda like, "Yeah, that's cool." I'm like, I really can't wait to see his face when he walks in and sees the screen's literally bigger than a friggin' house.
Yeah, my son's first movie was, the Super Mario Galaxy movie,
How do you
and he
react to
watched
it?
it. I mean, he did not like the previews,
Oh, yeah.
because they were really loud, apparently,
Yeah.
and,
I wouldn't even think about that, the
yeah.
theater being loud tomorrow.
But as soon as the movie started, he was actually pretty good, and then we saw, Toy Story 5 in theaters, and he did
Oh,
really good then.
so he's already a veteran.
Well, yeah. But, of course, we've been to Disney almost every year that he's been alive. So,
That I have never done, so,
yeah. We decided to take him because, they're free under 3 years old.
yeah. Well, my oldest has passed that mark, and
Yeah.
we really can't afford to go anyways.
Man, it's so expensive nowadays.
Dude, I don't even wanna think about it. I can't even go to Dollywood anymore.
The new ride's about to open up.
Well, it's another one that I'll never get to ride. I still haven't even ridden the, lightning rod before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's always been broken every time I've gone, I've only gone, like, 2
Ah,
times the past 15
okay.
years.
Because I know we rode the Wild Eagle together.
Yeah, we went in opening season,
Yep.
2012,
12?
yeah. We've mentioned this, like, 3 times on the podcast now.
It's a
That was a fun
callback.
trip. It was a good trip.
That was a fun trip. There's quite a lot of us that actually was in that group.
Yeah.
Ooh. You got any
Well,
big plans for this weekend
just,
other than
taking the
that?
kid to the movie and, hopefully not a whole lot of anything. I wanna, just sit around and play some PlayStation. I've been busy, like, this past week, either, trying to get here to stream, which I really haven't, or working on stuff for the podcast.
Yeah.
But now that we finally, got season 2 started, I have another year before I have to worry about season 3, so that's nice.
You can start working on now.
Me too.
Maybe you'll get done.
I might use the other concept for season 3.
Yeah.
Be alright.
And, if you look at, like, definitely TV sitcoms and stuff like that, they don't
Yeah.
change the opening every
And
season.
and that's why we're better,
That's why we're better.
because we care enough to give you something fresh every 50 episodes.
Hey, next year we will be syndicated
What do you mean?
an 100 episodes in.
Oh, I didn't know that's what that meant.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go in past 100 episodes, you're syndicated.
And excellent. Alright.
Now, we are not getting paid for this syndicated show that we will be in, but
Alright, everyone, tune in for, on August 15th, 2027 for our 101st episode.
syndicated, baby.
I think that date's right. I don't know, I might be going wrong. It might be August 13th. I can't remember if it's forward or back.
I actually had, something pop up with our first episode on
Mhm.
Facebook.
It was 1 year ago,
Yeah. No.
I always forget. It shifts to the next year. So next year, the 14th will be a Saturday. So next year, the 13th will be Friday the 13th. Oh, our 101st episode will be Friday the 13th. That's nice. Okay. We'll get off to a spooky start. So yeah, it would have been the 15th was our first episode.
Okay. Yeah.
August 15th. Cool. So technically tomorrow makes 1 year since the podcast started. But
Well,
early celebration. Let's do it.
early so
Well,
what's,
hmm?
forgot that word.
Any new developments in the world of art or music or gaming or movies or anything?
Absolutely nothing. Man, I have not been able to touch a gaming system. I couldn't tell you how long.
I have only been really playing 14. But in terms of like any new releases, there is something big tomorrow happening.
Is that the D23?
Yes.
Yes. Kingdom Hearts is going to be doing a little deep dive.
Has that been confirmed, or are we all just like assuming it has to be, considering that all the biggest players in the?
So Cleo Thomas was is I guess hosting it or part of it, and he put on his Facebook confirming. So
I was about to say because Osment and Gallagher are going to be there along with someone from the development team. So I'm like, that's just
they're
pretty
live
important
streaming it, which
players.
is
Yeah,
something different, and I actually enjoy that because that kind of brings everybody into it.
yeah.
Because for the past years, you've just had to like read about it, but being able to actually watch it live is going to be a little bit different.
But also, D Disney's always been 50% of the equation for Kingdom Hearts, but if you've
Yeah,
played the 3rd game, it feels like it was, like, 75% of the equation, if not more. Like, there was, like, no Final Fantasy stuff. It was, like, all Disney. So
very rarely.
so
So
the D23 or whatever it is like their, Games Fest, their E3, where they talk about all their new, remakes and all their new animated films and stuff. So that's very much Kingdom Hearts is their thing now. So it fits perfectly in line that that would be the place that they would announce it. I mean, it's already been announced. We've already seen stuff. I still can't believe, what was it, Game Awards just, randomly dropped that new trailer.
we have not seen a release date though.
No.
I told
Um,
myself back when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I was like, if Kingdom Hearts 4 actually comes out, I will not be excited until I see a release date.
and we
And
still
I'm
will not see
sticking
one
to my
tomorrow.
gun.
You're still not going to see one tomorrow. They're not going to give you one before they get the release date for
I don't think so.
Revelation. I don't think you're going to get one before Revelation comes out. Even if Revelation had a release date now, I don't still think you're going to get it until it's out.
I still gotta play Rebirth.
Yeah, you do.
Man,
'Cause we got
I
to talk about
haven't
it.
touched that one forever.
You have got to finish it, and I have to play it again just so I can remember the ending, and we got to talk about it. I just know when I finished it, I was like, I want to talk to someone about it, and no one I knew played it. So I was like, okay, cool. I get to sit with this. Because it's a trip.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I still am interested to see Detroit because as much as we've talked about Kingdom Hearts 4, we've still literally only seen that one world for like the past, like, what, 5 or 6 years. They've still never showed
I don't think it's
anything else.
a themed world, though.
No, I don't. I think it's like the closest to Square property we're gonna get. Um, I'm curious. I saw something. I don't know if it was like a leak or hinting at there was going to be Star Wars related stuff in the new game.
Man, I really
Um,
hope not, honestly.
I mean, it's Disney. They're going to use all the properties they have. I wouldn't be surprised if you
Yeah.
saw Spider-Man riding an ATST. I mean,
So, I mean, there's so many older movies that need well,
yeah.
I wouldn't say need love, but would profit from getting a showcase in a game like that. If you think about Atlantis, if you think about Treasure Planet, if you think about
We will never see anything from either of those because Disney just does not care about those properties.
the Black Cauldron,
Nah, they didn't care for that one either. Or
I loved it. That was my favorite
so here's the thing for me.
from that area.
I would like to think that we won't see anything from Lucasfilm or Marvel in a Kingdom Hearts game because they were so hesitant to even put Pixar stuff in the game. I don't think we even had Pixar until Kingdom Hearts 3. There might have been
Yeah.
something from Dream Drop Distance. I know there was Monsters Inc. in 3, but before that, they never had anything Pixar related. But there's so many cool ideas, like you said. Like, if you want to go the Pixar route and I start introducing more of that, a whole world themed around like A Bug's Life would be interesting.
Or Up.
Up would be cool. One of the biggest things that they released in Disney Studios since the release of 3 would be, uh, we could have a world based on, God, what was the name of the movie? Encanto.
Oh,
You could
that would
do
be a really
you
good
could
one.
do a world on that. You could
But you
definitely
also
do.
gotta think about the keyblades as well.
Mhm.
Encanto would be such a cool one with all the colors and
You could do Moana, and it could be kind of like the Pirates levels where you had the multiple islands and stuff. I mean,
mhm,
you've had 2 movies, 3 if you wanna count
the live action.
the I was gonna say The Abomination.
I haven't seen it yet.
I have no desire to see it.
I mean, I don't know. I I don't really know how I feel about remakes now. I'm just I think I'm to the point where I'm over the remake. I just I don't know.
I So are we talking about movies or anything?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, movies, I don't need a remake of a movie because movies I don't think people understand that movies and games are not the same thing in terms of needing new polish and needing remakes. Because the thing about a movie is, unless it's just like a silent film that's in black and white from 100 years ago, and that's just, you need something more,
Yeah,
in color, that's one thing. But Lord, I've seen remakes of movies that came out 10 years ago. I'm like, why are you remaking a film that still perfectly
exactly.
exists? Whereas a game, it's like, yeah, I mean, don't rehash everything, but even more so than ever with the whole death to physical media. It's like, if it's a game that only existed on a Super Nintendo cartridge, those things don't last forever. Go ahead and re release it digitally. That's fine. I'm not going to be mad about it. I ideally would love to have everything on my shelf behind me to have some kind of tangible digital version. That's why I loved it when, Mega Man Battle Network had a collection come out and when they released the Rugrats collection a few months ago. Like, that's cool. Granted, unless you go through like a certain third party vendor who actually made physical copies, like limited run games and stuff, you're going to have to deal with the digital only crap. But at least you can still play it on a modern console unless
Yeah.
you're like, "Well, I can pull out my PS2 and find an old memory card and
I can.
Frogger for the PS1." Um,
So, would you prefer a remake over a remaster?
it depends on the game, honestly. Some games absolutely could be really cool with a remake, especially if it was a game that was a cult following. Um, I guess it depends. Do I love the game because of the nostalgia, or do I love it because it actually had good bones? And I think it could stand on its own. Something like Legend of Dragoon, I think would be great as a remake
I
because
think
I
that one's
love it for
definitely a remake.
nostalgia, but if I'd never played it, I don't think I could play it because it is too slow paced. It's janky at times. It's got really dated voice acting. But if they actually remade that game in a really good way and made the combat faster and more fluid, I think it could be a smash hit. It was a really cool game.
I don't know why they're not pulling like, everybody's wanting it. Like, I see things all the time about it.
Well, everybody's also wanting physical games to stick around too, but
Well, you know.
there are people who claim to know more than us, and they say that it ultimately would be a better investment to not do it, even if everyone wants it.
Nah, they just don't wanna make the physical copies,
Hmm.
in
But
my
no,
opinion. But my
I
opinion ain't worth no.
a lot of games I would prefer like an HD remaster, runs better, plays better, has like, trophy support or like quality of life features and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't ever have to have a one-to-one re-release of a game. If that's what I'm left with, that's cool. And sometimes I do like it for nostalgia. Like I
Oh,
think
you're
Mega
talking
Man,
about just being ported from
yes, like
okay.
I love Mega Man Legends. And I really want to see it ported on PlayStation Classics, but I also would like them to just put it in a collection like they've done the rest of the Mega Man sub-series. But, like, something about that game is very charming with its old, graphical style and its old, like, soundtrack and stuff. But the controls were kind of wonky because it was one of those games that was released, back on the PS1, and I don't know if it was before the DualShock or even if it was, if the DualShock, because a little bit of history lesson with your, for y'all PlayStation fans out here. if you don't remember, the PS1, this is not a PS1 controller, by the way. The first PlayStation controller did not have analog sticks. It just
No.
stopped right here, and all the controls were done with the D-pad. And if you needed to rotate your camera, you had to use shoulder buttons. So it really limited what you had. And then when they added in the sticks, they called it the DualShock. And some games didn't actually utilize that for camera movement. So like Ape Escape, when I played it on
Oh my
stream a few years
goodness.
ago, you didn't use the analog sticks to move the camera. You used it to do directional movements. So it was such a wonky thing, but you weren't really using analog sticks to move and aim cameras until PS2. So the Mega Man Legends game, it's a 3D game, but as you're running, if you want to move your camera, you have to hold down the LB and RB buttons, and the camera almost moves kind of like a tank thing. So if you're fighting
Oh,
an
that
enemy, you'll like lock on and you can just hold down the run button and hold it, and you'll just be like running in a circle firing like this, and the camera's just spinning the whole time, and you'll get like really sick from it.
that's
So
how the
that
first Kingdom Hearts was,
Mhm.
the
It was.
before, before they remastered that one,
Yep.
you had the camera in your L2 and R2.
Yep. And see, the quality of life things like that, they're great. Because one game that's a good example of this is, did you ever play Rare Replay on the Xbox
Yes.
One?
Yeah.
I did not remember how bad some of those games controlled. I
Banjo-Kazooie.
I loved Jet Force Gemini so much on the 64. I went back and played it, and I was like, "This is insanely hard to play, and I do not
That's what I
enjoy it
thought
at
about
all."
Banjo.
Oh my god.
I was like, "I don't remember it being this hard. Am I just bad at video games now?"
Because the 64 was I think I don't know, Nintendo always kinda releases their consoles before, Sony and Microsoft does, but back then, the 64 was the same generation as the PS1, and they had an analog stick, but they had 1 analog stick, and so they didn't have a dual analog, so you would move with that stick, but nothing else. So when you're playing an FPS game where, the left stick is to move and the right stick is to aim, you didn't have that. You did not aim with that. So, over the shoulder third person shooters, not really easy to control with one stick. So Jet
No,
Force was
it's
a pain in the
definitely
butt,
not.
but I don't know. I like quality of life updates to my games. I like having my games still available. Like, I, people would be like, "Why are you so excited about Rugrats coming back?" I'm like, "Because it was one of my first PlayStation 1 games, and I've had it on my shelf for like
I
3
think I
years."
still have the PS1 game of a Rugrats game.
Yeah, I do. I actually had it in here. I moved it when I realized I wasn't going to stream it. I just played it in Ohio. It took me like 2 days to finish it. It's a super short game, but it was such a classic. I
Which one did you
loved
get?
the Rugrats was it Retro Rewind or whatever it was called, but it had like Search for Reptar Studio Tour and the Game Boy games and stuff on it.
So the one that I remember is the Search for Reptar.
Yeah, that was the classic one. That one actually got greatest hits on PlayStation.
I mean, it was a good one.
It was.
I remember going to Walmart and playing that one as the demo, and
Mhm.
it did the mini golf.
Oh yeah, mini golf.
Yeah. And, I mean, 'cause I would go into the electronics department, and I would sit there and play video games while my parents would, shop around, or my mom would shop around, and, I would literally just play that over and over again
Dude.
'cause it was
Back
so fun.
It was so much fun playing games like that, but do you remember back in the day when they had the demos and they had those little CRT box TVs and they were up there really high and you had to sit here like
Yeah.
this? And, like, when by the time you finished, your neck was like it felt like it was about to snap off.
Yep. Absolutely,
Oh,
I do.
man, it sucked, but it was part of the experience. I remember when, Sears at the mall actually had a game section, and that's where I actually got Mega Man Legends 2. My grandma bought it for me from Sears.
I don't remember that one. I remember Toys R Us had a really good game set.
Oh, man. I miss Toys R Us. I know everyone's like, "Why? It's just overpriced crap you can get somewhere else." But I'm
Yeah,
like, but it had
it
such a
really was.
charm to it. But there were things in the '90s that you couldn't really find anywhere else. Toys R Us was the place to get the fresh drops on the
Yeah,
Thomas the Tank Engine stuff. Like, I still remember
and some of
exactly
the
where it
action
was.
figure stuff too.
I remember exactly where it was in the store. You would go to the very back of the store and take a left, and it was in the far, like southwest corner of the store in the back, very back corner. That's where they kept all the Thomas stuff. And I remember as a kid, I would go in the entrance, take a right, go past the registers, go all the way to the back, and keep going all the way past the bicycles and make a hard left, and then go back, and then you could see it as soon as you like turn to the left if the new trains were there. And as soon as I turned to the left and I didn't see them, I'd be like, oh. It's like I would just like, and I had tunnel vision. I'm like, I know where the trains are at, and I would be so excited about it. But I miss Toys R Us. I know. After my
You know, they brought it back last year
yeah, I saw
as,
that.
like, a remote store. It's not the same. Like, it's
Sebastian, yeah, my
literally
keyboard.
a small store where they just crammed a bunch of stuff in there.
Mhm. The one in or well, there were 2 technically in our city. The one on the east side, that used to be near the mall. My dad actually worked
Yeah.
there for a little bit. He worked for Coke for like 22 years, and he lost his job, and then he kind of like bounced around for work for a while, and he actually worked that Toys R Us for like a year,
That's where I
and
would go, the one on in
yeah,
Easttown.
that's the only one I ever went. I think I went to the one in West like once or twice. It's like isn't it like a Trader Joe's now or something like that?
No, it's a,
Or
oh,
just
what
near
is
it?
it?
That's near that though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Hobby Lobby.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Um, yeah, we never went down that far as a kid. I remember getting to go to Chuck E. Cheese once as a kid, and I was like, "Am I allowed to be in here? This place is too cool for me." Uh, but no, he worked at that Toys R Us, and I remember one day I guess something got stocked there at the store that wasn't supposed to be there because I don't think they ever sold this there. But you know how like Toys R Us and Walmart would always sell like really crappy instruments like First Act and stuff like that? They had, like, a legitimate, honest to God, 35-watt PV guitar amp. It was the only one they had, and I don't think they were supposed to sell it, and he picked it up for me one day and brought it home. I'm like, "Dude, this is awesome." But,
That's so cool.
I let someone borrow it that I used to work with because he wanted to use it to play music, like, his, like, phone through, while he was
Yeah.
working, and, he never gave it back, so no idea whatever ever happened to it. I know that I lost that. I lost my copy of Smash Brothers Melee because someone
Oh,
borrowed it and never gave it
no.
back. Oh, I know. I had lost Wild Arms 4 for years, and then my friend mailed it back to me. So that was one thing. I had a really cool guitar strap that someone borrowed, and they said they didn't have it anymore, even though I know they did, and that's gone forever. So I've lost a lot of cool stuff over the years because I don't press on things even when I know I'm right. I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, you're right. I did lose
Okay,
it.
yeah. Uh-uh.
So
I see it hanging off of you, but okay, whatever.
no, dude, I legitimately like once I let someone borrow something, and I'm like, "Hey, you do you still have that thing, right?" And they're like, "No." I give it back to them, like, "But I see it over there." Like, "No, it's mine." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, I bought that after I gave it back to you. Heard that one before.
Yeah, love it,
Yeah.
dude. When I was in third grade, I had a pencil with my name on it, and someone's like, "It's mine." I'm like, "Your name's Michael," and they're like, "No, this is my pencil." Made me so mad.
Your name's not shit ASU.
That kid like bullied me so much as a kid. And people were like, "How are you bullied? You're 6'5". I'm like, "Yeah, I wasn't when I was
I
7."
wasn't a long time ago.
I used to be really small.
I was bullied a lot growing up. Until high school. I really wasn't bullied a whole lot in high school.
Yeah, it's really
There
funny
was
that
one person that tried, and then another person that was about your size, but a whole lot heftier,
yeah.
um, was standing right behind me as like a bodyguard type, and, uh, as an intimidation method, which back then we were full of, energy drinks, blood, and gasoline. I would take a Dr. Pepper can
Mhm.
and split my head up and have the blood trickle down the face just as
What?
an intimidation method.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, "I'm already bleeding. What are you gonna do about
You know, you could have just
it?"
gotten, like, cherry drink mix powder and gotten it slightly wet and just put it on your
No.
face.
No, I couldn't. That's fake it.
It's fake.
I mean, back then, and this is kind of the person that I was. when you knew me in college, I was kinda toned down from what I was in high school. I was wild and crazy in high school. It was fun time, but, uh, definitely shout outs to all the friends that I made and are, playing rugby and being in the band in high school. We had a lot of hardcore moments, let's say that much. But,
So
s
I have to know, was your decision to constantly blade yourself, inspired by your love of wrestling?
yes, it was.
Of
So,
course it was.
absolutely it was. So, there was an old wrestler, I don't know if he's old, but there was a wrestler in ECW in the '90s. His name was, Sandman, and he would come to the ring, and he was not a good wrestler at all. But he would come to the ring smoking a cigarette and drinking beer, and he would take his beer can and smash it against his head and cut himself
Mm.
before the match even started. Like, he literally threw a party every single time he came down to the ring, and that's kinda how I knew that I could intimidate people.
Well, yeah, I'd say, how old were you?
I was freshman in high school, so
Yeah, that'll do it.
yeah, that'll do it.
Hey, this 13-year-old kid keeps cutting his face every time I look at him. Should I be concerned?
Well, I mean, it got him not to pick on me.
I guess you would've been, what, 14 or 15? I
Most
can't
of the
do math.
song "Inner Sandman" as a kid comes from the doc.
Also, Doc has been, like, stopping in chat for 30 minutes, so we haven't really acknowledged him at all. I guess of all the things that I wanted to do on season 2, getting text on screen was not one of them, apparently. Oh, that actually would be a good idea, at least I wonder if we could maybe, like, embed our, green room chat into we should do that. We should whoever is missing from the chat, at least let them go into the green room, and then they can, like, chat, and we could just impose that window of their chat over their you know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, so, like, for instance, maybe next time when if Doc's not here, he can still be in the green room and doing the IM thing, and then we could take that window and embed it over where his camera's supposed to be, so in real time, he's typing on screen over where his picture should be. So that way, we're reading it, everyone else is seeing it, so we don't have to constantly acknowledge it and spend 2 minutes
Ah,
explaining it.
gotcha.
I need to cut all this out.
No, you're good. It's a little, pull back the curtain moment.
Inside baseball.
Inside baseball. Absolutely.
Acknowledge me, senpai.
This is what we do on the podcast. We literally make stuff up and, we
We have no plans. If we don't
do
have a guest, we have
production
no
meetings.
plans.
We also do production meetings during the podcast.
Literally last week, I was like, all right, we're going to restructure this to where we talk about the ins and outs after the podcast is over with. First episode of the new season. So, guys, I think next week, what should we have? We should start talking about it.
While
Good
on the
God.
podcast.
Good God. Oh, well.
But we are still going to try to do a post show. It's probably not going to be a long post show tonight because both of us are dog tired
Yeah. And Doc's
and
not here. So,
Doc's not here. So it's not going to be a long post show tonight. But
also, I am like very sad. I bought these headphones back in like
he's
2019.
dog tired.
They are Beyerdynamic DT770s. They're really good headphones. And earlier this year, I started noticing that like all the banding is coming off of them, and that sucks. But also today, I started noticing that the entire earpiece is coming out too, and I was like, man, there's like no saving these headphones. They're because you can buy a replacement band, but like you can't. I don't
Yeah.
know if I could fix the. But also at the same time, I bought the I think these are the 80 ohms, and they're the ones that are standalone to where you can just like plug them into your phone. But they also make I think a 250 ohms that are made for headphone amps. So I've kind of wanted to replace them anyways. So
Have you seen the in-ear monitors?
yes,
Yeah. I feel like the answer to that was no. Because your face said no,
No.
but your mouth said yes.
I didn't know what you meant at first, and then I was like, "Yeah, I do know what you're talking about."
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard
I don't
those are
like
really good for, like, gaming and stuff.
I just don't like crap in my ears. I can't stand my ears get so itchy when I wear earbuds.
Really?
I wear them at work, and then, like, of course,
I wear
I'm
earbuds all
I'm
the time at work.
constantly taking them out to answer the phone, but whenever I do, it's like, I don't know, in my whole inside my ear, I'll have to pop them out and just do like this because it just gets I don't know what it is, material, just it's just my ears like crazy. Whew, excuse me. My camera keeps shuddering, it's annoying me.
Shuddering? Is it like an
It's I mean,
autofocus thing?
I don't know. It's done it for years now. Like, every 30 minutes, it'll just randomly it'll, like, make, like, a shutter click, and it just freeze, and then I'll come back into it.
I guess taking a picture of your face
It could be the
for the alien.
autofocus, um, even though when I turn on the autofocus, it doesn't actually it doesn't even really do autofocus. If that's all it's doing, then I'm just gonna turn it off. So, I'll check.
You just
Maybe
blew
it won't
right
do it
past
anymore.
that.
What?
I said you just blew right past
What
that.
did you say?
Taking pictures and sending it to the alien.
Uh, speaking of taking pictures, my son was playing well, both of my sons were playing with my wife's phone, and my oldest was walking around taking pictures with her phone the other morning while I was getting dressed. I'm like, "Will you put the phone away and stop taking pictures while I don't have clothes on?" And sure enough, last night she was, looking through her phone while I was cooking dinner, and there's a picture of me standing in the bedroom just in my underwear. I'm like, "Oh my god. Like, what is wrong with
Oh,
this child?"
speaking of, well, should we go into this? Maybe this is a post-show category. Um, a topic that it happened actually last week, the announcement of it, but I heard it this week of a nudity-based, steakhouse.
I mean, as long as we're not, like, getting racy with it, we can talk about it because 'cause I'm
Well,
interested. What are you talking
apparently
about?
that's a thing is, um, there's a steakhouse, I believe it was in Florida.
Wait, I think I heard about this too.
So, you have to buy a special ticket. Men is, like, 150 and, like, females are, like, 75, whatever. Females are
Of course it is.
um, uh, cheaper than males, and I completely understand why, but
I don't understand why you would wanna do this.
I don't either, not at a steakhouse. Like, obviously, I would not personally want to do this at all because, I mean, shit, yeah,
It's okay, your wife's not listening.
I mean, that's not eating is not the most flattering thing to do while
No. It's
in the nude.
no.
But I was listening to a, morning show, and I forget which one it was, but there's like, if you want to lose your appetite so fast, eat in a mirror, eat in front of a mirror naked.
Oh, yeah.
You will lose your appetite so fast.
Dude, why would anyone wanna do that? That's why would
But
you
here's
want
the
to
thing,
pay money so
steakhouse,
you
you know, sometimes, and I'm thinking of a fancier steakhouse, that we have in town, and they're served on, like, really scalding hot plates.
Yeah.
I don't want that near my body. Just in case.
But that just kind of goes along with we live in this I don't even know if this is the right time to use post-capitalist society, where it almost feels like people are like, "I've run out of stupid stuff to spend my money on. I need to find another way to waste money. How about I spend $150 for the privilege of eating a steak butt
Hey.
naked around strangers who are also naked?" That sounds like a fun idea. What? Like,
Yeah, I just I
like
mean,
what?
I've always heard of the places where you eat sushi off of a naked person, and that kinda just creeps me out. Have you seen that? It's like a big thing in, I think, overseas in Japan.
I was gonna say, are you gonna say Florida again? Because it seems to
No,
always be
no,
Florida.
it's like a big Japan thing. I saw it the first time I saw it, it was on a reality show. What was the name of that show? Um, a bunch of celebrities in the house. Um, Surreal Life, and Vern Troyer was on there. You remember him? Mini Me?
Yep.
And, they had to do a eating sushi off of a person. Not
Dude,
completely nude, but they were covered up with, pasties, but
I can't
it was
remember
such an awkward moment in reality TV.
I can't remember if, exactly what the meme was, but I saw this meme once that made me laugh, and it was a white background with a big red circle, and it said, "What's happening in Japan?" And it was like a pie graph, and the whole red circle said weird stuff, and it was like the Japanese flag. I was like
Oh, wow.
I don't get the whole wanting to eat in the nude thing. Okay, I don't wanna eat around people. I don't wanna eat around people, period. I don't wanna see people in the nude that I
We were
don't
such hermit crabs.
like, in public. 'Cause here's the thing, I don't understand the delusion that people think that you're going to go and sit down at a steakhouse around a bunch of tens. You are not. You are going to end up seeing people who are going to make you go home and question your life.
I had a really interesting conversation, this week with a guy that works for the, I would say, competition, beer company, and we were sitting at a table, and we were talking about, spots around, uh, our downtown that
Mhm,
we've never been to, and I visited one pretty fairly, and it was a, hookah bar, and
mm,
on Fridays and Saturdays, they had, belly dancers come. And we would always, take teams down there for work and stuff like that whenever we were selling DirecTV and, just have fun, drinks. There was always music and stuff. But he was like, they would actually have, belly dancers. And I was like, yeah. And it was weird the first couple times, but you kind of get used to it after a while. And he was like, "Is it like, top of the line belly dancers?" And I was like, "No. It's like belly dancers that you would find around here." And he goes, "Oh, that's bad."
yeah, I don't know what people will expect. I don't know. But also, it's like a dog chasing a car. What are you gonna do with it? Like, unless your entire thing is you have a thing for other people seeing you eating a
Yeah.
porterhouse in your birthday suit, I don't really know. What do you it's like the people here's the thing, hot take, I don't understand the concept of going to a strip club. If you
Yes. Yes, Doc. Binky went with us a couple times.
it's like, you're going just to window shop, I guess? I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe that's why it's more expensive for a male to get into that than a female because
'Cause they know they'll pay for it.
they know they'll pay for it, and then the cheaper price is just to get the women there. Just to get them in the door.
Mm. Oh my god.
Uh,
We have
this
fallen
is this is a
as a soc
bad conversation topic, but
we have fallen as a people.
as a society,
It's
idiocracy is coming up far too quick.
oh, dude, don't even get me started.
We don't talk politics on this show,
No.
but
I didn't even mention them, you did.
I know.
I just think as a society, we are stupid. Um, I'm really not about to get in the weeds on this one, but, I seriously anytime this story pops up, it's always insert this person here, and you always see this headline. It's like, "So and so has already made six figures, seven figures within 24 hours of starting their OF account, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, so everyone who is already subscribed is a predator.
Yep.
And I'm like, this
You know,
doesn't isn't a red
I'm not
flag
gonna
for
tell
anybody.
somebody how to make their money. You know, you make your money how you make your money, but it's just not for me. I will say that. It's not for me.
I'm not even casting stones at the person who is doing it. I am looking at people who are like, you're waiting at the door like it's Black Friday, and that's concerning.
Gosh, Black Friday, that's not even a thing anymore,
If
honestly.
you if you have to wait for something to be legal, it's a crime. I mean,
Yep,
it's
strip clubs gives me anxiety. What's a viper? Yeah, I have a daughter, it's much more icky. No, it was far icky whenever we went to.
it's it's always been that way. You just
It's
didn't
never
see it.
been unicky.
Not to mention, if
We
you went to any of the ones in K Town, I'm sure none of them are
No, there was
very
not one in K-Town.
okay. I was like, I don't think any of them are
But I do have a story
paragons
that,
of.
we went to a city or a capital city, um, in our state.
Went to a capital city in our state. I wonder which one that
I wonder
was.
which one it was. But,
Good lord.
that's where we went,
Geography is
but
hard.
well, if they don't know, they don't know. If
If you don't know your 50 US capitals, I'm sorry. Just take you an evening to figure that out. It's
maybe
not
they don't
hard.
know what state that we're in. Maybe they think we're
We've
from a
said it
different
a
state.
lot.
Maybe it's a first-time listener, which we always enjoy our first-time listener. But, anyway, so we were at the strip club, and, one of the people come up, and they're just like, "Oh, yeah, I used to, strip at the Mouse's Ear," and I was like, "That's not a good thing." Like, y
It's
and you know how dry my sense of humor is? And we have already been drinking at this point, and it it did not get better.
Please say less.
Please say less.
Oh my gosh.
We have went off the rails. We always go off the rails, though.
We're never on the rails. We don't have a point when we start this podcast. If we don't have a guest, we are just here and we just talk for an hour.
Yeah, that's
I mean, sometimes we have a topic like the country music thing, and that ended up being almost 2 hours.
first time, long time. Yam bag shot.
Ugh.
Oh.
I am just, I am, I'm,
I'm flabbergasted of our of how we actually got to that conversation. I don't know how, but we did.
well, since we're talking about it, uh, my father-in-law was telling me about a strip club in Ohio, and there was a local church that was like wanting to get them shut down or something. So a lot of the strippers went and started like stripping in front of the church and protesting.
That's
So
oh.
that's one way to do it.
I remember when we were in college, I worked at a Ruby Tuesdays, and there was a truck stop that was right next to there. And if you guys know anything about truck stop, there's a thing called lot lizards, and they would stay at they would stay at a really cheesy looking hotel that was right next to the Ruby Tuesday. And one day I come in, and it was a morning shift, so it was like a Saturday, and our manager's sitting there standing up, just looking out the window, and I was like, "What are we looking at?" And this lady was in the parking lot, offering her services to people that are walking out of the building. And this is like noon, okay? This is like lunch hour. And, he was like, "I really don't wanna get involved." And I was like, "You're the manager, like, do you want me to get involved?" So we ended up having to, like, shoo her away, but it was clear that she was a lot lizard.
Was her name Patty?
I didn't ask pleasantries.
Did you ever watch My Name Is Earl?
No.
There was a character named Patty the daytime hooker.
Oh.
She would do all of her work during the day.
You know,
Great.
as a truck driver myself, I've never encountered a lot lizard. I never want to encounter a lot lizard. There was one person that I went to truck driving school with, and he thought it was humorous that he was wanting to go catch.
Catch one.
And I was like, oh, I mean, he had it all planned out. He was like, "Oh, Imma put sticky paper on the whole passenger side, so if they climbed up in the cab, they were staying there." And I was like, "That's like kidnapping."
I was like, "Isn't that just kind of reminds me of that movie? Was it Kurt Russell? It's in the movie where he would like put people in his car and like abduct them.
I don't know
What
that.
was that movie? I don't know what the. Oh, I can't remember what the name of the movie was.
He was like, "Imma put fly paper on the passenger side, so if they climb up, they're gonna hold on and take a ride." I was like, "That's so bad."
Yeah, it's called Death Proof.
Death proof. I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever seen that one.
yeah. Kurt Russell would like pick up women in his car. He was like a serial killer.
Really?
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah. Um, why do they call them lot lizards anyways? I mean, obviously the lot is like parking lot, but it's
I
just
don't
because
know why they call him a lizard.
it's uh, alliterative.
Who knows?
Well, they're definitely not ladies.
I mean, I don't know. I never really stayed at many truck stops just because by the time that I was finishing up my day, it is really hard to get into truck stops during the evening hours because they're always like just full. And then you run out of place to park and then you run out of time. I would always park at rest areas
Yeah.
and sleep there if I wasn't sleeping wherever I was delivering to. Which, being over the road truck driver it was very strange.
I couldn't do the truck driving. My late stepdad was a truck driver before we ever met him, but he had been to all 48 continental states, and I was just like, I don't know how you could do it. I can't stand to drive to Ohio twice a year.
Wow.
It's just
I mean, I guess once you've done it for so long, then you just gotta get used to it.
yeah. There's a lot of things in life. I've noticed there's kind of a weird curve, and it's actually kind of the same thing with relationships. Um, Doing repetitive tasks is almost the same thing as like a certain relationship with someone where you can meet someone new and you can spend time with them and it's fun, and then you get to the curve drops off where you start to not like being around them to the point where you get almost to the point where you despise them, and then you start to come back up and it's like, all right, I can start tolerating them, and then you just have like this general either
Kinda put it
affection
on
or
autopilot.
yeah, it's like affection or indifference with the person. It's like I can be around them, it's fine, I don't really even think about it anymore, but there's always like this point where you're like, oh my god, I need a break from this person. And
Yep,
that's kind of how travel feels to me. It's like after like a few weeks of driving the same route, I'm just like, I cannot do this anymore. And then when you're like, well, I guess I have to. Oh well.
yeah,
You just stop thinking about it.
yep.
People are weird. The
People are weird.
human psychology just is so strange. It's always interesting to watch two people like hit it off really well, and then one day they're just like, God, their face makes me want to scream. And it's like, why? I we went on a youth trip um when I was like 15, we went to Pikeville, Kentucky to help, um, rebuild, like, some like, rebuild houses, like, just, like, slightly renovate, like, paint and do some, like, odd jobs and, help people who are, like, a little impoverished, and we stayed at this hotel, for a week, and it was in our room, I think it was me, my best friend, my cousin, and one other guy, and we stayed in this one room, and the 3 of us, minus that one guy, we rode in our youth leaders. It was like him like an Impala, so we rode all the way up there in this little sedan, and on the way up there, we're all like, "This is gonna be so much fun. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna share CDs." We had, headphone splitters, and then on the way home, we
Headphone
had
splitters.
we had been had enough of each other so much that everything was just like, "I swear to God, if you speak another word to me, I'm gonna stab you." Like, that's how at one point, like, my shoe had, like I had, like, either taken it off or it had, like, fallen off, and it was on the other side of the floor, and I asked my cousin, it's like, "Hey, can you pass me the shoe?" And he, like, picks it up and just throws it across the car. I'm like and when we got back, we didn't talk to each other for, like, 2 weeks after that, but I don't know. People are weird. You just lock people in a room together for a week, and you just see how they just wanna kill each other. I don't know. I just
I've
don't
always
know.
liked to travel though,
I
especially if
do
we go
I do
somewhere.
love travel.
Yeah, if we go somewhere, I always like driving.
I like going somewhere new, and there are some day drives that I really do enjoy, like now if I had to do it every day, I'd probably lose the drive to do it real fast, but, like,
Yeah,
I hate driving 75. Um, I hate going up 75 because just I do it so much to travel to visit my in-laws, but
yeah.
one stretch of highway that I really love, I don't remember the highway number, but it's the one that goes through Powell Valley from,
Mhm.
like, through Campbell County. I just love that drive. I will drive that, and I will just listen to the FFA soundtrack, and I just love driving that stretch of highway. Don't know what it is, especially in the snow.
Huh.
Just have weird places that
It's
I like to drive. I love driving in the snow, not when it's on the road, but when it's in the landscape. Absolutely love it.
alright, so Doc's going to jump back in whenever we cut for the pod.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and transition over to the post show, and we could talk about rating out. And then when we get into the green room, we will bring him in. So we are transitioning over to the post show, and we will see you guys next week for episode 52.
Yep.
So thank you guys for being here tonight. Not much is different, as you can see, just, some slight things, but we're going to keep doing what we're doing and have fun with it. And hopefully we'll have a guest on soon. So
Yeah.
see you guys next week.
Peace.